Number one, Jay, music is a free commodity. You're not supposed to have to pay for it. That's the first rule. Since you have to pay for it, it must be regulated. It must be handled with care, because the record business is a very lucrative business. It's the only business where a man can go to sleep tonight poor and wake up tomorrow a rich man. So when you have an industry like that, everyone must beware of the temptations, of the traps that's waiting for you. What is going to happen to the new artists coming in? They're going to have to come in with a different philosophy. They can't just come into this business as a singer. They got to come in with the intentions of becoming a great singer, becoming a great songwriter, becoming their own record producer, learning what the management business is, learning what engineering is. If it's possible, they can become a musician. Fine. We are dealing with your life. No different than this show you do, the radio you do. If you go into work late all the time, Jay, you won't have no gig. If you go to your job and only know how to do one thing, Jay, you are in serious trouble. Any kind of person who is looking for a living, to earn his own living, a lot of people play with this record business, man. They use this glamour as a beautiful little bubble to flash in front of the outer world. But that bubble is very dangerous. The record industry has split up more families than it's put together. It's tough to get insurances for certain things, being involved in being that your money is made from this industry. So instead of coming into it starry-eyed and grinning and you know, and acting like you're crazy, you should come in very serious, knowing that this is my livelihood. And the more I know about this animal that I'm dealing with, the better protected I'm gonna be, in case I can't sing no more, in case I can't write anymore, in case I can't play anymore. What about business administration? What about publishing? What about accounting? What about management? There is many, many lucrative entities in this industry.
The word there is show business. Black Focus continues right after this. And welcome back to Black Focus. I'm Jay Johnson, your host. Our special guest is my good friend who flew all the way here just for the show, Mr. Barry White.
Believe it.
Barry, the last record that you had, called Change, made some profound statements. You were going away from the love zone to talk to young people about a change. What was that change?
It wasn't just to young people, it was to everyone, and I don't think I left the concept of love. I think the mere fact that someone takes our time to remind you of something positive is concern and love for people. It's humanitarian now. Barry White has always been concerned about people, especially young people. But Change was directed to all people. The reason the lyrics kind of bend a little bit towards getting education, don't forget it, because if you do, you will regret it. That's not just high school, junior high education. That is to the man that's 35 years old, the man that's 45 years old. You better know how to do something.
Especially with the job situation.
Especially with what's coming. Change is a warning of what's coming.
What's coming, Barry?
Technology. See, what we see today is just the taking off of it. It's still coming. Technology is going to replace human beings. Unless you know how to program a computer or how to fix one, you're going to be in trouble in that area. In our industry, the industry has changed. Studios going out of business every day in Hollywood because technology has taken it from the big studio to a little space. Something new is happening in the 80s. Just for you, but you can't get lazy. All you do is just make up your mind that you're gonna do something. The key to life is your attitude. Make sure you're doing what you want to do. You know how many people go to college for 4 or 5 years and get out and never do or use what they went to college for? Wasting time. Your goals can unfold right before your eyes, but you got to have certain priorities in order. The key to life Another key to life is education. Don't forget it, because if you do, you will regret it. That's anyone that don't understand how to do something, how to earn a living, how to make some money. It's a warning. I have 7 children of my own. It was a warning to them. No one can escape what is getting ready to come upon us. We're not enough involved in the decisions that's made for this country. The people of this country really don't know what's going on. They're being told certain things, we're being told this. But when you really stop and take inventory and observe what is taking place, there's a movement going down in America. It's called moving people from one position to another. And it's not a fast movement, it's going to take time. But one day we're going to look around like 1986, 1987, 88. They're going to say, well, where did all this go? Well, where did all of that go? Oh, the new computer's doing it now. Oh, the computers are doing it now. Well, what are you doing with the computers? Well, I don't know nothing about that. Our educational systems tell the young people the technology age is coming. But there's a lot of black schools, minority schools, Hispanic schools that never seen a computer. And that's one of the dangerous things, most dangerous things America can do, is to not arm the young people. We're going to have an illiterate country, man, if we're not careful. We're going to have a country of people that don't care. And that's what change is about.
Barry White continues with our discussion after this. And good Sunday morning and welcome to Black Focus. Again, our guest is the very talented and multifaceted Mr. Barry White. Barry, welcome to Black Focus.
Thank you, Jay. Good to be here.
We're going to talk this Sunday about love and God. Compare the two.
God is love. It's either that you just did. The same thing that created the tree created me. The same element that created water created you. The same element that creates the wind and the rain created woman. God is everyone and everywhere. There's a song that Reverend James Cleveland recorded years ago, and it says, the moon and the stars, the fields full of grain, the soft summer breezes and the mountain rains, it all belongs to my Father. That's, in my opinion, sums it all up. I believe in man. I believe in woman. I believe that we can change anything that's wrong. I believe that God gave every man and every woman the power to change, to cause effect, to treat people decently. We have the power to feed the hungry children or not to feed. We have the power to give and administer justice or non-justice. We have the power for everything.
What I heard you say was, I believe in man and I believe in woman. Do you believe in God?
That is God to me. God is trees, air, women, men, children. We are made in his image. So my philosophy is, if we're in his image, we must really be close to him. So man and woman must be a part of him. That is God.
You're a black man headed, Barry.
Black man? To be a black man in America is very tough, my friend. I sit from one side at one side of the table now, but now as I speak, I'm talking about the other side that I once sat at. It is tough to be a black man when a man's pride is taking care of his family, providing food for the table, providing a great environment, a nice place to live, and suddenly someone says, you can't do that anymore. That's heartbreaking. It's very tough for a black man to become successful in a country that didn't give him the proper tools of education to deal with once he left that school place. It is very tough. Where we are headed, only God knows where we're headed. I don't have a crystal ball, Jay. I can tell you this, I hope that black men all over America realizes that the game outside is tough. It is very, very cold. It is very hard, but that game is not impossible. To win, you must get committed. It's tough to say that to a person that don't know how to weld or to build or to do carpentry. Just the average person who dropped out of school and now discovers at 28, 29, I messed up. It's never too late to learn.